Hi, it's Chris Groves, and welcome to the tracking version here of CPA Masters Academy. In this overview, I'm going to be teaching you how to set up tracking. Now, there's going to be more tracking information throughout, as I even show you how to set up real-life examples. You may already be using tracking, so if you're already using like Volume, CPV Labs, or Prosper 202, and there's others out there too. If you already have tracking, great, then I recommend using what you have, especially if you're already comfortable with it and you know how to use it. But if you don't and you're new, then what you're going to want to do is just follow along with me and pick up ClickMagick. There's going to be a link below to get ClickMagick. Let me just kind of show you what it looks like, the page. So come over here to ClickMagick. If you just go over to pricing, you can either get an annual plan, which will save you some money, or you can do the monthly. You are going to get a 14-day free trial anyway, so you're going to be able to make sure it's right for you. And there's just a few different plans, and basically the main difference between each plan is that how many clicks you can send per month before you need to upgrade. At the $17 level, only 10,000 clicks, and I say only because 10,000 clicks goes by really fast, especially when you start driving tons of traffic. I can burn through 10,000 clicks in a day just testing offers, and let alone a month. So what I recommend doing, so you're grounded and you don't run into any interruptions, is just going for the 47 plan. That's where you want to be. That's going to be up to 100,000 clicks. I would just go with this package right here. It's going to give you the best results. You don't need the 97 until you really start running heavy volume. So just go with this. This is what I would recommend, and then you're just going to be able to, like I said, try it for 14 days anyways, if make sure it's right for you. So with that being said, I'm actually already logged over to ClickMagick, so I'm going to just come over here. This is kind of what it looks like when you log in. You kind of see your dashboard, overall your tracking links, how many clicks you've sent. You can track your revenue. They have some great video tutorials here. I'm going to be teaching you guys a lot, but if you guys want to learn more about ClickMagick and tracking, follow the video tutorials. It's great for email, great for Facebook. They have some really, really great guides here. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how to create your first link. You're going to go over to the links tab. And these other tabs, there's like a rotator. So if you wanted to make a rotator link, and like a rotator link is where you could have 3 URLs, and each time a visitor clicks it, it displays a new URL. We're not going to do too much with that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and set this up. So you're going to go over to Max Bounty, and I'm logged into our demo account right here. And you're just going to pick any offer at random. I'm going to pick an offer. You're more than welcome to do exactly what I do. Might be easier. I'm going to go to the BizOp category, and I'm going to just search campaigns. I typically like to search by EPC, highest to lowest. So in this category, we have 88 cents down now. What EPC is earnings per click, and that simply means how much basically how much value each click is. In other words, higher EPC, the better. So if you're advertising online and you're paying, let's say you're paying 25 cents a click, and you're on the other end, you're making $1 a click, well, you'd basically be getting a 300% ROI, right? If you're spending 25 cents and you're making $1, you're basically tripling your money. You're getting a 300% return on what you spent. So now you can't always go by this, because sometimes there's offers that I've picked up personally that only have like a 12-cent EPC, and I've been able to get $1 EPC with those. So that's just kind of what the network wide is. Out of all the affiliates that promote, this is the average. So you can have some affiliates sending really, really great traffic that's converting, and they may be getting $2 EPCs. But if you have a bunch of affiliates sending not so great traffic, then the EPC from them could be 3 cents, 4 cents. A good example is PPV traffic. PPV traffic can tend to bring down your EPCs. So that's something to keep in mind, that this isn't the most solid indicator of the network-wide settings, but it does give you a rough guideline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this offer right here, 4728. You can grab it too. It's a Success System Revealed. It's a one-page offer. And it pays per lead, so it's not too bad. It has a network EPC of 21 cents. It does allow search traffic, which we're going to be going into Bing here in just a bit. So where you grabbed your URL is at the bottom under Creative Type. You're going to click on Search, and you can kind of read there's no keyword restrictions, and you're just going to click on Get the Tracking Code. All right, and it usually pops up in a box. Let me just show you again. Click Get Tracking Code. You're going to get a pop-up right here, as you can see, and you're just going to copy that. Copy it. We're going to go over to ClickMagick and we're going to create a link. So I'm on the links tab, and then just right here, see right here it says create new link. What I like to do is I like to name my links like this: MB for Max Bounty. I'm going to name it Success System Revealed, and that's just the name of the offer. So you name this whatever you want. And then here I'm going to just do MB Success. This has to be all lowercase, no spaces. Well, you could do uppercase, but there can't be any spaces on this. And then your primary URL, you're going to paste the URL that we just copied, which is this offer here. And that's it. Create link. Don't worry about going into advanced settings. We'll get into that later. Now what you need to do is we need to give Max Bounty our callback URL, or a postback pixel is what it also is called. And all that is, here's what a postback pixel does. It's ClickMagick's way of communicating with Max Bounty, saying, hey, you got to sell. That's all it really does. ClickMagick individually is going to track the clicks. Max Bounty is going to track the clicks. But what the actions does, this little A here is actions, is when you get a sell, or in this case, a conversion, a lead. It can be an action, can be a lead, can be a sell, can be a download, anything like that. When you get a download, it's going to record back here in ClickMagick as well. That way you can actually track and say, hey, this is the keyword that's converting. This is my winning keyword. This is where all my actions are coming from. And then you can start optimizing your campaign. So all you do is you come over here to this little settings bar, and you're going to go to where it says track conversions. Very simple. Now there's a sales tracking pixel, and there's some tokens, or you can call it tokens, or I guess a little piece of code that lets you track the amount, and it will actually report it to ClickMagick. But we're going to keep it simple. I just want you guys to grab the action tracking pixel. You're going to just copy that. And now you only have to do this one time, because every link that you create from this point forward, ClickMagick and Max Bounty are now going to be communicating with each other. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So copy that, and here's where you put it. You're going to go to the Profile tab in Max Bounty. Now, you can do this for each campaign individually, but why would you want to do it individually if you can just set it up one time? So if you go to the Profile tab, it's more of a one-time setup. The default callback code, which is also postback, you're going to change this to HTML, because this is a piece of HTML code. It's not a URL. You're just going to paste it in there, and you're just going to click Save Changes. It should not give you any errors. And just to make sure it's saved, I like to go click over here, and then I like to come back just to make sure that it's saved. And it looks like it did. Perfect. So now what I can do is I can go back to ClickMagick. All right, just close out of this. And as you can see, this is the one that I did earlier. One click, one unique click, and one action. So the action reported, and just to show you guys, so one action, if I go over to Max Bounty, I have one action of 250. There it is. That's a different offer, but see the one action, so it did report. Pretty cool. All right, so now, just to make sure everything works, this is your final URL before we do anything else to it. Let's just test it out, make sure it works. There we go. And you can see the stats are live. So if I refresh here, I'm going to see one total click, one unique click. And I can actually click on these. This is really cool. Watch this. Let me click on the unique click. Okay, it shows me the IP address, US traffic, Google Chrome, and it also shows me that it was Windows. And it actually timestamps it. So very, very fast tracking. You can also come over here and go to public stats, and it also gives you the same breakdown. It basically looks the same. So that's it with tracking. There's going to be more to tracking as far as tracking keywords. I'm going to show you how to do that in the Bing section. But this is the basic of setting everything up. So now Max Bounty and ClickMagick is creating. So what if I want to create another link? I'm going to show you guys one more time. So that was the one-time setup part of it. I don't need to ever go to the profile section again as long as I'm using ClickMagick. Let's say I want to promote, let me find an offer. Let's go back to the BizOp category. And we'll say that I want to promote Internet Success Coach. This is a CPA per sell offer. Same thing, I'm going to go to creative type, I'm going to do search, get the tracking code, copy it. Now this time all I have to do is click create new link. I'm going to name this MB Internet Success Coach. And then we'll just name this MB Coach. Like I said, you name this whatever you guys want to. And then paste the code, create link. And that's it. Then I would go and then take this link, and it's going to communicate. It uses the same postback pixel to communicate, right? So that's all figured out for you. So when I get an action here, it's going to track here, and when I get an action for this offer or a sell, a lead, whatever, an action. Once again, an action is just a lead, a sell, or a conversion. So I come back over here. I just want to test this link. Obviously, there's going to be no actions recorded until I'd have to actually buy. So, and then, just refresh just to make sure that your click got recorded. Just want to show you guys that the tracking is working, and then your actions are going to be tracking here as well. This is like your cost per click, your cost per action. There's all these things that you can track too when we get a little bit more advanced into it. So that's the basics of setting up tracking. Now Click Magic and Max Bounty are communicating with each other. In the Bing course, I'll show you how you can start tracking your keywords and exactly what that looks like. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.